What's up, vinyl community? Cliff the Vinyl Cheapskate here. Been a while. I've been real busy. It's been about a month now, so I've got a lot of stuff to show. These are all finds from the last few months here. Got a bunch of stuff. Went to San Francisco, so that was fun. Went and visited some friends. Basically did a dive bar tour of San Francisco since last time you guys saw me on here. But that was fun. Got to catch up with an old friend. Hung out with a guy that I've been friends with online for a while, but haven't really got to hang out with him outside of that. So that was really fun. And yeah, cheers. I also want to thank Stereo999 YouTube channel. The artist formerly known as Stereo Steve gave me a bunch of good tips. Told me a bunch of good record stores to check out while I was in San Francisco. So I wanted to thank him for that, because I actually did go to a couple and scored some good stuff. But yeah, been a while. But yeah, let's just jump into this. I got a ton of stuff to show. So I'm going to start off with one that's... Well, let's start off with what we're listening to now. What we're listening to now, some pretty raw and brutal stuff. These just got reissued, and I picked them up. They're from a Italian label called FOAD, but pretty sick stuff. Picked up all these Poison reissues, and this is the one we're listening to now, the Bestial Death LP by the German Poison. German Poison were just super raw death, black metal stuff, proto black metal stuff. This was recorded in '85, and like barely anything sounded like this in '85. So pretty sick stuff right here. Some very early black metal-y stuff. But this is pretty freaking sick. Definitely influenced by like early death metal. But early death metal and thrash and all that stuff. But yeah, that's this one. And this one's very raw. I think this was the first one that came out of this. And then I picked up these other two. These are all on colored vinyl. I'll show you that. They all came with these huge booklets. So, Sons of Evil LP. I got the colored versions because I was like, I'm going to send overseas for these. I might as well splurge on the colored ones because it's going to cost me a lot to ship. Which it did. But yeah, super, super sick. Raw as fuck black metal-y stuff. All came with these super thick, awesome books. A bunch of like cool like zine articles and stuff, flyers, all that shit inside of these booklets. So pretty sick stuff. I was super stoked when these came out. I was like, I knew I would never ever get them. I knew that my only way of listening to these would ever be YouTube for the most part. This is on clear, like kind of like a clear grayish deal. Pretty sick. And then this one's the Signs of Evil LP, or Sons of Evil LP, and then Awakening of the Dead LP. So I just picked up all three. There was a bundle deal for all three of the colored ones. And like I said, they all came with these sick booklets. Super awesome stuff, like lots of pictures and shit like that. As you can hear, like very, very raw, very this one I think is also 85, but Oh, they all have these posters too. I forgot to show the posters for the rest of them. But I think they all came with these posters too. Which I'm probably never going to hang up, because I don't really hang up posters. I already talked about the band. I'm just showing the colors of the vinyl. This is like a red. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe if I hold it over here. Yeah, you can kind of see it. They're all like these smoky clear with black inside. So one's yellow. The one on the turntable right now is yellow. One's like smoky red. One's smoky black. And also, I got a couple more things from FOAD. Got these two Military Shadow LPs. I got the newest one by Military Shadow, Age of Cobalt Bomb. Super sick, Japanese metal punk. Some hardcore bits in there, but mostly metal punk stuff. Very Motorhead influenced and like D-beat Motorhead influenced, but distinctly sounds Japanese in the presentation and just the feel of the music altogether. So really cool band. I love this band. Definitely some like Death Side worship going on in some of the guitar work. This came with a bunch of stuff, it's got a bunch of these postcards. This one's pretty sick. That might get I might get a dollar store picture frame and throw that in there. That's pretty sick. But yeah, great stuff. Also like bits of like maybe Crow type feeling stuff in there. But definitely very motor charged punk stuff. Came with a sick ass poster. Look at that poster. Pretty fucking awesome. Pretty fucking rad all around. Yeah, also FOAD records from Italy. And the last thing from FOAD, also same band, Military Shadow. As I said, sick Japanese punk stuff, and me and my Japanese punk stuff, I have to have it. This one's just on black vinyl. But yeah, sick. This was their first, I think it's their first album, Metal Punk Iron Fist, and this is the repress. It's got new, it's got an Obi, but it's got new artwork. The old one just had a picture of the band on it, I think, and they went this route this time. But this is a little raw, just a little bit raw, not too much raw. More pictures of the band. I don't remember if this is their first or second album, but they redid all the artwork on it. It looks cool as shit. But yeah, stoked to get that one in my collection too. Now let's move on to San Francisco finds. So I went to 3 record shops while I was in San Francisco, and for the fucking life of me, I cannot remember the third one's name. I went to Amoeba. I went to, which was huge and overwhelming. I only got 3 records from Amoeba. I went to Thrill House Records, and I went to Amoeba, Thrill House, and damn it, I cannot remember it. I'll put a link. If I find it, I'll write it in the description. I can't remember for the life of me, but the one was a guy who did just pop-ups, and then he got his own spot, so he opened up a record shop. He was an old DJ or something, is what my friend Bill was telling me. And that one, I kind of stumbled across the sign and just went in. That's why I don't remember what it was. I didn't research it, but it had a lot of cool stuff. A lot of good metal. I got a lot of good metal from that store. But first, I'm going to start with my finds from Thrill House. Thrill House is mostly, well, it's got everything, but it's like a metal shop, a punk shop. It had bunch of punk records in there. The biggest section was punk records. And whenever I go into a shop that's like a punk shop, I always stop at the 7 inches first. And that paid off. So I got another Military Shadow record that I didn't have because I saw this and I was like, oh shit, Military Shadow. And Cubico? Yeah, Cubico split. I don't know what Cubico sounds like. I haven't listened to this yet. But yeah, same stuff. Raw, metal punk for Military Shadow. This is on Ghoul Sonic Records or Believe in Punk. More Noise, Better Life. Yeah, just plain black vinyl. 4 songs, 2 songs. So this is probably like grindy stuff, I would assume. With 4 songs to 2 songs on it. Inner sleeve. I showed you the outer. There you go. So more Military Shadow. Picked up this Brain Eaters and Stupid Babies Go Mad split. This is one that's been on my hit list for a while. It's usually pretty cheap, and it was pretty cheap this time around. But yeah. Human Stench Records. I've never heard of them, but from Massachusetts. Both Japanese bands, both sick. I have this Brain Eater LP, and the Brain Eater LP is real sick. Really good, kind of underrated. Just like straight ahead, Burning Spirits type hardcore. Stupid Babies Go Mad are a little more on the rock and roll-y, kind of like rock and roll punk type vibe, but very, very good nonetheless. Really cool band. Just good early 2000s Japanese hardcore stuff. Also picked up this Skaven Stormcrow split. Awesome stenchcore, crusty, hardcore punk stuff. Leans a little more on the metal side of things. Very metallic and a lot of crossover feels in their music. I think Skaven's a little more crusty and punk, or a little more thrashy, and I think that Stormcrow's a little more on the crusty punk side. That's what I meant. Skaven's a little more on the thrashy side, but both very good, cool record. I haven't listened to this yet either. I haven't gotten through to listen to a bunch of these yet, but and the last 7-inch that I got from Thrill House that I'm super stoked about, Bastards. Or Bastard, not Bastards. Bastard. Controlled in the Frame. 7-inch EP. This is one that I've been after for a while. I have the Wind of Pain LP. I love Bastard. I also have this on a cassette, but I've been meaning to pick this up. I think it was a little on the pricey side, but not too bad. Not too bad. But this is from 2010. Bastard, one of the best Japanese hardcore punk bands, period. Love this band. Really good stuff. Super stoked to have picked this up. Music just stopped, so we'll swap over, and I'm gonna put something else on that I picked up from Thrill House, and we'll just go from there. All right. I just put the other side of that Poison record on. I don't feel like changing it up right now. But next up, picked up 2 LPs from Thrill House. Picked up the newest Public Acid Deadly Struggle LP. This promo version is only $10. Still only $10 in their used punk section. But I've been meaning to pick this up, and it popped its head up and I decided to pick it up. Beach Impediment. This is really like really fast, aggressive, hardcore punk stuff. Awesome stuff. I love this band. I think they're from Richmond. I don't know, man. People let me know if I'm wrong. I think they're from Richmond. Came with this sick little insert. Got my huge poster. A huge freaking poster came with it. That as per most posters, I'm probably not gonna hang it up. It'll probably just end up in the sleeve forever. It's on like newspaper print, so it's cool. Feels kind of old school, like old school punk rock, like an Osrotten poster or something. One of the sickest modern bands right now is this band, Public Acid, in my opinion. I love that band. And the other thing I picked up I picked up some zines and stuff too. I'll just show those real quick. They're free, so nothing crazy, but pretty cool. Grab them on there. Also, this little zine, which is like a legit zine, somebody photocopied and stuff. Pretty cool. Haven't read them yet. Picked up this Bo Hansen, music inspired by Watership Down. Bo Hansen's he's a keyboard guy from Sweden. I think he's from Sweden. Yeah, I think he's Swedish. He did the same thing, music inspired by The Lord of the Rings, which is great as well, and that's one that I've been meaning to pick up. But I know Bo Hansen, and he does like kind of like proggy keyboard compositions on these things, and they're really cool. Kind of remind me of like a proto dungeon synth almost. Very good stuff. I really like it. Glad I picked that up. I wish it was the Lord of the Rings one, but hey, what are you gonna do? So that's it from Thrill House Records. I also went to Amoeba Records while I was in San Fran, and that place was just overwhelming. I got in there, and there was a band playing. I caught one song from the band that was playing on stage, and then they stopped. So I was like, well, I'll just go pick up some records. But I was a little inebriated when I went in, so I was a little overwhelmed. And I only ended up getting 2 records because I didn't feel like I was not in the headspace to sit there and flip at that point in time. So picked up 2 things from there. I picked up this Beyond Possession record, great crossover thrash record. More along the lines of the hardcore punk side of things, but really, really good. Great stuff. I think these guys might be from San Fran. I'm not sure, but it's on Death Records, which is a subsidiary of Metal Blade. So it's an OG. It's in decent shape. Sounds good. One that I've heard people talking about, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab it. Whenever I travel, I try to grab. I like to try and look for old metal records and also old Japanese punk records. They're usually my shopping goals, because I'm only gonna get so much of that stuff while I'm in my normal everyday. I feel like I'm more likely to find different stuff if I'm out in the world. I don't know. Let me know if that makes any sense. I also picked up which because it was on sale. This was not $25. This was on sale for $16 or something. This Discharge early demos, which is pretty sick. It sounds like really, it sounds like teenagers trying to play the Sex Pistols, and it's kind of awesome. I kind of love it. Definitely does not sound like the classic Discharge that you're gonna think of when you see Discharge. But yeah, this was cool on Radiation Records. Yeah, pretty sick stuff. I've been meaning to pick this up for a while, and since it was right in front of me, I went for it. I was like, all right. I'll do one more distro thing that I picked up because I just want to, and then I'll get into the last record store from San Fran. I picked up this, the very best of the Schwankies, or the very best of Hero, the Schwankies. What an excellent fucking record. Schwankies rule. Tom from General Speech Records did a great job on this one. This was actually the one I wanted to do first, and then I just went into the stuff from FOAD. I should have did this after that, but oh well. I'm all out of whack. It's been a while. I'm rusty. The Schwankies, very best of Hero. This is just perfect, snotty, noisy Japanese punk. Got this cool cat poster that came with it. The very best of Hero, the Schwankies. Super sick. These could possibly get hung up, actually. There's a chance these are going to get hung up. But like I said, Tom did a great job on this, and he went and he had it mastered really well, and just really did a great job on this. I'm so stoked to get a copy of this. It's one that I've been trying to find either like a bootleg or something of it for a long time, and it's just never shown up, and I'm just super happy to get an official reissue of this. And I know that the dude from General Speech was very stoked to have gotten to put this out, and I'm very stoked to have it in my collection. This was like a day one order. This was like an instant pre-order. As soon as it went up for sale, I was like, all right, no doubt that's getting purchased. And that's exactly what happened. Last record shop that I went to in San Fran, like I said, I accidentally stumbled on this sign, and it said records for sale, and it pointed, and I went, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go check that record shop out. And the first thing I did was I searched through there was like a little bin outside that was like just had a couple records in it, and it said budget bin. And I went through and I found a couple records right off the bat, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going in here. I found this Raven Stay Hard for $5. Great album cover. I love Raven. This isn't my favorite Raven, but it's good. It's a good record. Like, it's a very good, solid 80s metal record. I listened to it while I was in San Francisco, and I really enjoyed it. Pretty sick. It's in great shape. It's like perfect. And everything at that shop was basically a promo. Also, in the outside bin, I picked up Crazy World of Arthur Brown. This is one I've been meaning to pick up for a while, and it was $3. Also, excellent shape. There's a few hairlines here and there. But for $3, you cannot complain about that. I can't complain about the condition. Track Records. I don't know. I've never heard of Track Records. But super sick. Arthur Brown, Psych Guy. Has a couple other records out. Awesome stuff. Super stoked to pick this up. And inside the store, I found a couple more 80s rock, 80s metal stuff, and then some rock stuff. Picked up the Chastain Mystery of Illusion. I've been on a big Chastain kick, and when I saw this for, I think it was 20 bucks, I saw this for cheap, and the record's in pristine condition on shrapnel. On shrapnel records. Great thrash. Early speed. Speed metal, early thrash metal type stuff. Excellent shit. Love this band. Chastain's awesome. But yeah, super sick. I was glad to get this. This is from '85. It's got a little bit of some scuffing on the front here, but OG 80s metal stuff I'm a sucker for. Picked up this Wild Dogs record as well. One I've been looking for a while. Man's Best Friend. I own the first Wild Dogs record. And when you see guys that look like this on the back, that even if I didn't know this record ahead of time, this would be an instant purchase. Also on shrapnel. And these guys are more along the lines of like I've got a little bit of speed metal in there, but they're also a little more on the lines of just like straight up heavy hitting hard rock stuff. I had to do my blind buy. I did one blind buy. And I did one blind buy. It's this Champion record. Had a cool cover, so I was like, maybe it's cool, but it says blues rock here, and it's definitely just kind of like run-of-the-mills, kind of like late 70s, early 80s blues rocky stuff when it got kind of like, because there's some good blues rock, but it can get boring. It's no early Spooky Tooth or anything like that. It's definitely just kind of run-of-the-mill blues rocky stuff. Not too bad. And he had a bin where if you buy 3 records, you could pick a free one. And I picked the Slade record, the Rogues Gallery. Not the best Slade record, not even close. I think this is from 1985. So yeah, it sounds like it's from 1985. Those early Slade records are fucking phenomenal. And I was hoping that I got a little bit of that in this, but I think there's a couple tracks that I liked. I think I only listened to half of it because I was like, not what I'm in the mood for right now. But pretty great. For free, you cannot complain. I think there's one song on here that I liked. Maybe it was Walking on Water, Running on Alcohol was alright. But yeah, I'm not super thrilled with this pickup. But for free, can't complain. And it was in good shape, so why not? But yeah, that's it. That's what I got. Bunch of stuff. Bunch of metal. There's some metal. There's some punk. A little bit of everything in this one. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm going to try and be a little more regular with my videos. But we'll see. That's it for vinyl finds, too. I think that next video, I'm going to have to come up with a theme for it. I finally made it through all the bullshit that I've been buying over the last couple months. So anyway, hit the half-hour mark. Call it quits now. Cheers. Thanks for watching. And see y'all soon.